in this matchup, they've got to be thinking, hey, we've got a good chance to be successful here running the football.
No doubt about that, because that has to be their mindset. It should be their mindset. This is one of the better rushing offenses in the league, and they're squaring off against a team that's not at all strong on the other side of the ball. So this could be one where we see this offense try to impose their will through the trenches, and in fact, they should.
The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he returns this to the 22. Here come the Cardinals, and it is Kyler Murray from Oklahoma who leads them out.
And I thought in last week's game, he found a way to win, like a good pitcher, without his best stuff. I mean, he did throw 2 interceptions, offset by 1 touchdown pass. Not the ratio, not the numbers you're really looking for as a QB. But finding a way to win, that's all that really matters.
First play and a first pass from Murray. And his first look is incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Murray. Gets by him at the 25. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Hopefully, obviously, nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run for the first time with James Conner. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Conner going to get it again on 2nd down. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. To throw, it's Murray. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. So here are the Browns under head coach Kevin Stefanski. Orchestrating the offense will be a man who, of course, won a national title back in his days at Clemson, Deshaun Watson.
And he's exactly the man you want in control of your offense. Excellent arm, good zip on the ball, not afraid to use his legs when he needs to. And when he's excelled at doing is making plays when the first read isn't available or when the pressure's about to get to him.
Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 11 yards for number 11.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
On 1st down, Watson. Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Nothing flashy there, the slant to the slot.
Oh, the frustration for the defensive guys, because it's a quick play. And you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch. And then he's able to absorb the contact and complete it.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. From the 50, it's Watson. And he fires one incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Watson. And he rifles one incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Watson. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 32-yard line. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
Watson looks to throw again. And he slings one that's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Throwing again is Watson. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. 9 yards that time. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, Watson. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And he'll get nothing out of that one. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And it's 2nd down. Now it's Watson. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Now Watson. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle 3rd of the field, and that brings up 4th.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
York able to send this one through, and the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. Dancing to his left. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. Shotgun now for Murray. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
On 1st and 10 is Counter. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Now Murray. toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now, right at the 40. They'll go option to the short side. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2. As they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. Murray a give. This is Connor. And he'll take this one down to the 36. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Murray now to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the 1st at the 32. He did his best to just get 4 onto that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception. And that means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
Seibert's kick is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. 2nd drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Watson now to throw. That's caught by the tight end, Harrison Bryant. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
On 1st down, it's Watson. Got an open man, it's Schwartz. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. To throw again on 2nd down. Watson. He's going to have the hook up to Schwartz. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. The Browns at 8-4 now in a year. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
And the 2nd wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Overall, I'd have to say that was just really good team defense because, to me, you can't pin that one on the running back. He had no shot there. He had a man in his face immediately.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. A shotgun snap for Watson. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. Has some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland 1st down.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Oh, boy, hang on here. J.J. Watt appears to be injured or at least shaken up on that last play. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw is Watson. Out left side here to Bryant. And the Browns are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together.
And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Amari Cooper with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Browns have taken the lead.
Boy, that route is really tough to cover because if they're running it correctly, you think it's really going to be a slant.
Yeah, well, we talk all the time about how it's tough to execute offensively, but you're saying, don't forget, it's tough to cover for the defense, too.
Yeah, the number one thing that you're taught is to not get caught inside or get beat inside. So you guard that a little bit more. So that gives you a little bit more space to operate outside if you start your move initially inside if you're a receiver.
The extra point by York is up and good. And the lead is now 10-3. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Murray. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not
because
at all.
Those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a 1st down.
On the draw, Connor. And a nice pickup there as he'll get about 9, and that will lead us to a stoppage here at the 2-minute warning. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. To throw is Murray. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
I know you're trying not to scoreboard watch, but you only got 3 points. You're kind of hoping that that type of play there gives you some positive momentum going into the half.
Yeah, need to do something to get more than that 3 number that they have on the scoreboard right now. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Murray going to throw. He finds Hopkins complete, and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And now off to the races down the right side. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for a Browns TD. And he has great speed, defensive back speed. Once he got it and took off, there was no catching it.
And I know every team tells you to hustle no matter what the play, but there was no chance of catching him. Maybe if it had been a defensive tackle running with the ball, but not in this case.
Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead is now 17-3. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Taken at about the 1. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. DeAndre Hopkins and the rest of the offense heading back onto the field. You would have to think they're going to make it more of a priority to get him the football. You're losing here in the second quarter, and he's been really quiet.
I think all we have to do, and it's too bad we can't actually see the actual play sheet now from the coordinator, because he's looking down at that and saying, okay, do I put him in different spots? Do I try and isolate him? What routes do I run? You're exactly right. They've got to get the ball in his hands and get their offense kick-started.
He does have the 2 catches, but pretty quiet so far.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Here's Murray. Found his target. It's Anderson. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Finding Ertz here on the out route. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Offense.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Murray now. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. A mistake there by the offense, Charles. They tried to pick on a Pro Bowl corner in coverage there, and not the smartest decision. He reminded him that he was a Pro Bowl corner with not only the pick, but the pick 6.
And those guys who have that designation, sometimes they get a little bit bored in games because people try to avoid them. They absolutely love it when they get challenged, and it's a chance to remind everyone exactly why they were tabbed as one of the best in the league the prior season.
Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Well, the Cardinal offense going to take over late in this first half. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. Murray trying again after the pick 6. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Murray. That'll be taken in by Anderson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. A final shot before half for Murray. And this will be swung out here for counter. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. So we have reached halftime here in Cleveland with the Browns on top as we'll head down to our
to up their game if they want to rally all the way back. Meanwhile, for the Browns, they too didn't throw the ball as well as they would have liked. And I think both teams would say there's room for improvement in the second half.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Faking the give, now Watson. Drops it off for Chubb. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Off of play action, it's Watson. Complete to Bryant. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Watson to the right side. He's got Cooper. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. Watson on 3rd down. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. And the defense coming through on 3rd down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4th.
To me, the defense was a little gassed near the end of the first half, but they've come out of the locker room with a little extra spring in their step. Wonder what they did at halftime to get them so motivated.
I don't know, but that sack looked good. Now let's see if they can build on the momentum of that play. The Browns send out their punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. Now the pass, and it's into the arms of Hopkins. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Throwing on 1st down is Murray. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Throwing again on 2nd down. Murray. And this is caught. It's Brown. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 34-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue, not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a 1st down.
Now Murray again. He's got Anderson right side. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Murray now to throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Third quarter action. Appreciate you joining us from Cleveland, Ohio. 2nd and 10. Now Murray. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
With the score where it is, this was probably going to be 4-down territory if they didn't convert there. But what a nice job of working his way open, making sure he secured the catch, and setting up 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. Forced out to his left. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Austin Seibert sets up for the field goal try. Less than an extra point attempt here. This is an 18-yarder. Seibert able to knock this one through. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So it was 4th and 1 down in the red zone, but they elect to take just the 3.
And I'm a little surprised that that's how they decided to play it, that they didn't go for it there. But sometimes just take those 3 points and put them in your pocket. I just have one question for you, partner.
Okay.
Hip pocket or back pocket?
Well, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. Cleveland offense making their way out. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field. We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They run it again with Chubb. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Watson. Completes it right side to Cooper. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Watson now to throw. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Browns football, and they've got the lead here as we start quarter number 4. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 54 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down, fourth quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it out, and we've got them now.
They run again on first down. Chubb. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And he stopped immediately there. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. They'll try the draw now with Chubb. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 9, he got 8. And that's going to leave him with a 4th and 1 on their side of the field. Cade York on now for the field goal. He connected on his first, this from 41. York able to send this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Well, the football back in the hands of the Arizona Cardinals. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. First down, Murray eluding the pressure right. Out left to Anderson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Murray now on first down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
To throw again on second down. Murray. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. This spot in the fourth quarter with that deficit had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And down inside the 15 he goes. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Oh, boy, hang on here. J.J. Watt appears to be injured, or at least shaken up on that last play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Chubb is into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. a nice run to get him down there. Was stopped just short of the goal line, but they go right back to him, CD, and he delivers to finish the drive off.
A little extra determination there, don't you think, partner? You notice he didn't tap on his helmet and say, get me out after the run down to the end zone. He said, I almost got in. I'm going to get in on my own. I'm staying in. And he carries it across the goal line.
York now for the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And Nick Chubb the one to finish it off as he does so with a touchdown run. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. And despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me. Good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And 3rd and 8 now. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now Murray's got to have this one. That is knocked away and incomplete, but a penalty flag. In the backfield, this might be a roughing call. Now it's 1st and 10 after a costly penalty there on 4th down. Throwing now is Murray. He's got Brown on the out route complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Murray to air it out again. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. After the sack on 1st down, Murray. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. They'll look to throw here. And that is incomplete. Murray sets to throw on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and this Browns defense stands tall. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the 4th. They'll try and wind down some clock with Chubb. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 99 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. And again, it's Chubb. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Error-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well,